Hey, brother, man. 6 months since we've seen each other. I'm sincerely sorry for not uploading, brother. Man, because I do feel a sense of responsibility for graduating myself as well as you out of this self-improvement depression stage. And if you've forgotten what that is, by the way, it's after you spent those 2 years of watching self-improvement YouTube videos, you've probably read over a dozen of the self-help books, and you may have even already paid for some self-improvement paid type of course. But for whatever reason, you still haven't been able to make yourself stay consistent with the action taking on all of the good habits that we already know we should have. On this channel, brother, I document my own journey of graduating out of this phase of self-improvement and into a man of action who takes action consistently every single day on all of the good habits that we've learned from every book and video and course we've taken. The reason it's been 6 months is because back in May 2025, I experienced the busiest corporate job month of my entire life so far. Seriously. There was multiple days every week where I was working until 11 p.m. midnight. And the worst was 1 a.m. one day when I literally woke up at 6 a.m. I went to the bathroom, made a coffee, sat at my desk, and worked straight until 1 a.m. the next day. And that's when I knew, yo, bro, this is fucked. But that sort of exhaustion in that period, it just carried forward, And I've just been in a basically perpetual stress from the normie, wagey 9-to-5 corporate life for the past 6 months. And it kind of just reminded me of this lesson that I already knew, which is that you have to remind yourself of your actual life goals and personal achievements you want to complete every single day, or else the stressors of your daily life are going to make you forget them. Like maybe you're a student at a difficult university. You're going to forget that you want to gain weight up to 160 pounds. You want to bulk up. You want to gain enough social skills to where you could confidently approach a beautiful woman and successfully get her number, take her out, all of that. Or even something as simple as you want to make your first dollar online with some business. You want to, for me, one of my old goals used to simply be, I want to save up enough money to buy a fancy suit for my career. And whatever your personal goals are, if you don't remind yourself of them every single day, nobody else will. People are just going to remind you every day of what they want you to do. Your boss is going to remind you of the corporate 9-to-5 job work he wants you to do. Your university, it's going to remind you of the school work you got to do. And then your personal goals, they kind of get just pushed aside. And I'm getting older, brother. I really feel this sense of like age urgency that I didn't when I was between 18 and 24 and in the crux of my self-improvement depression stage. I feel this kind of sense of urgency that you have to get older to feel, unfortunately. But it's like guys like you and me who are so deeply addicted to the instant gratification and screen time, we will write down a genius idea, like genuinely. Anybody who reads that will say, wow, that's like a great idea for improving your life in your academics or your work or whatever the case may be. And then one thing I just noticed in myself and I get ashamed of is like yesterday I was just going through old notes, going through old journal notes, and you know, when I really look through it, I've had the same core life goals like overcoming YouTube addiction, delaying gratification enough to actually self-improve and level up to the next level of being a young man. I've had similar goals for like reoccurring 5 years. I just rewrite the same goals every single time in the journal for my this year's goals. And it's embarrassing. But I do know that, doing the self-shame thing, that doesn't really work as much as being kind to yourself. And so let's not do the whole self-loathing, but self-hatred thing that we always do. You got to have the kindness and be like, okay, I'm fucking gonna get up and try again to save my fucking life. And that's where I'm at. What I'm doing for that is I'm creating on my second screen here. You can't really see it, but I'll give you access to it later. This tool that for now I'm just blueprinting as this like identity sheet, which is something that I'm going to use to remind myself of all of my core goals this year, both in life and for this year. And I'm just going to reread this every day. And I've done the, I could post pictures on screen. I've done the whole like self-affirmations, morning affirmations thing countless times, to the respect of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, right? Like I've done all the quotes, and you're going to be impressed, brother. I've actually stayed consistent for almost 6 months before on a morning affirmations routine. And people shit on the morning affirmations and the morning self-improvement routines a lot these days. It's kind of like falling out of the meta. But I still deeply believe in those routines, okay? They just shouldn't take you fucking 3 hours every morning to do. That's a core tenet of me building this tool right now, is it has to be doable in like 5, max 10 minutes, or else we're just gonna not do it because it seems inefficient, right? Or it seems like too much work to do first thing in the morning after waking up, shitting, weighing yourself, and then getting started with work. So, just to prove it to you, just for fun, wait right there a second. Don't click off. I'm going to show you something kind of funny from when I was like 5 years younger. This is my morning affirmation. Man. Okay, is it too cringe or can I show you this to you? Man, I was 21 when I made this. Yeah, okay, it's not too cringe. But honestly, a lot of the times when you really make these emotional and personal, these morning affirmations, stuff like this, it does get a little cringe and whatever, but here, I'll give you this is something that I wrote out on the computer and I printed to myself when I was 21 years old. And I said, make 25-year-old me proud. I love myself, in bold letters. And it's like little things like this that embody the early 20s young man self-improvement journey. And now that I'm a little bit older, brother, I'm past 25 years old if you didn't know. Like reading stuff like this helps reignite that fire of the young man in me. How about for fun, I'll read it to you, okay? This is super intimate feeling, but fuck it. So, I am the maker of my future. Ethan is my name, 21 years old is my blood. Before I reach 30, by Friday, June 2nd, 2028, I will possess $100 million accumulated throughout the interim. For this level of wealth, I am willing to sacrifice my mornings, evenings, and weekends, and to actively engage my brain and talents to reach my maximum potential in my academic pursuits and job search, overcoming the curse of procrastination. I am willing to sacrifice my comfort, as I have in the past, and go an extra mile in finance to succeed at this heroic level. I believe that I will have this wealth in my possession. My faith is so strong that I can see my kingdom of wealth before my eyes and touch it with my hands. It is now awaiting transfer to me at the time and in the proportion that I deliver the service that I intend to render in return for it. I am awaiting a plan by which to accumulate this wealth, and I will follow that plan when it is received. I love myself. If that doesn't bring the butterflies inside, I don't know what will. Ah, fuck! I didn't have the mic this whole time. I hope you could hear that, brother. Fuck. But, Brother, let's end it now. This is the comeback video. Truly, per that script, this YouTube channel is the vehicle through which I will deliver millions of dollars of value, I'm convinced, to you by helping us graduate this self-improvement depression stage. One step at a time, brother. I'll see you in the next episode.